Today I'm watching Buffy the Vampire Slayer Season 7, Episode 2. It's the start of the new season, the last new season, so it's definitely bittersweet. It's been a crazy journey with Buffy so far, so I'm very curious and definitely a little nervous to see how everything is going to come to an end. In the previous episode, we saw that Sunnydale High School is built back, and Dawn is now a student there. Buffy is working as a counselor somehow, or they at least, introduced that concept, so I'm curious to see when we're gonna see that. Xander was part of the construction crew to help rebuild the high school, and of course that means we have a new principal, which again, if you know Buffy history, is usually a bad thing. Spike is back, just hiding out with his soul in the basement of the high school as well. Willow is with Giles in the UK, joining this witch coven and trying to learn a little bit more about magic, so I don't know when she'll be back, what that means for Giles' character as well. We were also introduced to a few new high school students, some new characters as it's a new season. Typically they have new characters, so I'm curious to see what that's going to mean for Dawn as she kind of, develops her own friend group outside of Buffy. But yeah, definitely bittersweet to be starting this last season. So thank you so much for sharing in this first time watching with me. If you have any other suggestions for TV shows you think I should watch, please comment below. And if you want to have a say in what movies or TV shows I watch, be sure to join Patreon. And as always, please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, and check back often for more awesome content. Quick road trip to Germany? What are we doing? A run Lola run situation? Is this another Slayer? What are we doing? Ooh! Oh, God. Oh! Okay, bye, new character. We barely knew you. The monks? Are the monks back?
From beneath you, it devours.
Okay, well, that's gonna haunt my dreams forever. Cheese and rice. Oh, that was her dream? Oh, and we know what her dreams mean.
No, it was just a dream. It was just a dream, right?
It never is. It never is. Yeah, that's freaking ominous.
You're gonna die.
Well, this is starting off real grim. We know in the previous episode they said, the hellmouth will open, and oh god, the street's literally gonna crack, isn't it? I can see it already. Oh my god. That's a cool effect. Yep, there we go. Dang, when they said the hellmouth will open, I thought that would be like a whole season arc, not episode 2.
No. Now is not the time.
Is he talking to rats now?
Breeding. Lack of etiquette. All of it lacking.
I can't take him seriously with this Justin Timberlake ramen haircut. It's too much.
Not the time. Not hardly ready.
You better get ready, bud, because it's happening now. Yeah.
Could you die?
I hate when they cut like that. Oh my god.
It's just so cool. You're coming to school with me. You'll be there the whole time. You understand you cannot talk to me, look at me.
She's like, these are the rules for attending high school, okay?
A friend on campus there for him. I hope they appreciate it. I know I did.
It's definitely interesting to see them as adults now, or young adults.
The Brahms a couple of times. I guess there's a lot of scorned women there making vengeance wishes on their exes.
It's where I go to get my scorn on.
Yeah, we haven't seen the Brahms in a while.
What's up with the whole dating demons thing? Hello, I'm sorry. Wasn't that you having the smoochathon with Teen Vampire last Halloween?
Oh, wow.
They need to feel like there's someone around here who actually understands them.
Can I give detention?
Power's gone straight to her head.
Remember that while you are here to help, you're not here to be their friend. Trust me. You open that door and these students will eat you alive.
I don't like that reference.
Flutie, right?
Ha! Guess not.
No one ever knows what that thing is.
Wooden rod used to slap the soles of the feet in Turkish prisons, but if made with the correct wood, makes an awesome billy club.
Well, this is getting weird real fast.
Look around. Get to know the place. Make sure it's all school-like.
Yeah, I wonder how weird this is for her. Like, I know she wants to be back for Dawn and obviously keep an eye on things, but it's got to bring back memories for sure.
Right?
I'm glad Willow's doing a little bit better anyway.
The taxi's here.
Oh, she's heading back? Okay.
I'm keeping with quaint old British tradition. You would now be expected to get into it.
And what if I can handle it? Does that mean I have to be a bigger, badder badass than the source of all badness?
Yeah, I see why she's scared.
Give up all this control stuff and I go Alvanian homicidal again, and what if...
They won't take you back.
Yeah, like how many times can she do this to her friends? I mean, they've done, like, Buffy's also, yeah,
Learning to hone your powers, and still there'd be no way of knowing for sure that the friends you left behind you are still your friends.
only one way to find out. Go back.
But you will be needed.
All you got?
For the moment, yes.
Okay.
I hope they welcome her, maybe, like, cautiously, which would be very understandable, but...
So, and the others might follow.
It would be harsh to see them reject her. Again, I would understand why they did, but it seems like she's trying. So, yeah, I hope they welcome her back again.
So I can go home. Could have gotten a cat.
I highly recommend them. They're a good time. I also love dogs. Cats require less walks, however. Oh, he got snatched by the hellmouth. Oh, no, not the dogs. Oh, God. Oh, my God. That was so cool, but terrifying.
And whatever it was big.
Cheese and rice.
We're gonna take care of this. It's your lucky night, considering, you know, your dog just got all ate up and stuff. Hey, can I freshen up your tea?
Oh, Xander.
Is there signs or anything?
Just this kind of rumbling, you know, like just before an earthquake.
From beneath you, it devours.
They meant that literally, yes, I'm afraid.
The only thing that I need is a little...
What you need is help. Fortunately, you've got me.
Spike? How'd he get back into the house, first of all? And he fixed his hair. So, I mean, I know the priorities of those things are not proper, but I have a lot of questions. This is a bold move for him to be stepping back in this house.
Who's that?
He needs to get the heck out real fast.
Buffy's.
X.
And I'm thinking it's a little more complicated than just that.
Girl, you don't even know?
Now, what do you want?
Easy. If you think I like putting myself here, surrounded by people who don't particularly like me.
That's an understatement of the year there, bud.
You're uncomfortable.
Yeah.
We can make you leave.
No kidding. Goodbye.
We can discuss this later.
Sure.
Whatever you want.
Right. Because that seems to be the only time you let us in, Buffy. Whenever you want.
Oh, God.
Shut up, Spike.
Okay, guys, give us a second.
I'm curious what prompted this setting. Like, the last time we saw him, like, the earth rumbled, so... I don't trust it.
I don't know what exactly, but something's brewing. And it's so big, ugly, and damned, it makes you and me look like little bitty puzzle pieces.
I would like to squish Spike into a little bitty puzzle piece.
You're gonna need some help.
Since when did you become the champion of the people?
I didn't. I'm just a guy who can lend a hand if you let me.
Do we really want Spike to help, though? I mean, are we over this already? Come on, Buffy.
Xander, take Nancy home. Drive, don't walk, and try not to stop till you get there.
Understood.
Is your girlfriend always this?
Oh, buddy.
I mean, she's a girl and she's a friend, but she's not my girlfriend.
Xander?
Are Xander and Nancy have a little drooling?
Check out the scene.
Okay, in the biggest way, I am not loving this plan. I'm not loving Spike.
Yeah. Right? Right? How is Xander the only logical one today?
Spike? You sleep, right?
Is she threatening him?
You do sleep. If you hurt my sister at all, touch her, you're gonna wake up on fire.
I like Evil Dawn. Yep. She means it. There was no hesitation in those eyes. There was nothing. It was, I will hurt you.
Expecting to get an earful anyway.
As you should.
Torch, would you?
Oh, yep. The flashes. Yep. Nope, you should not touch ever again. Ever again.
It's not. Look, I can't blame you for being all skittish.
Skittish?
Like, he's not even apologizing.
You tried to rape me. I don't have the words.
Neither do I.
Well, he's sure, like, not helping. Why not?
Forgive me. All I can say is, Buffy, I've changed.
I believe you.
Well, it's a little too late for that, bud.
Something.
I just don't know what you've changed into.
Yeah, is this for better or worse?
You make with the big surprises twice. I don't know what your game is, Spike, but I know there's something you're not telling me.
Yeah, they don't know he has his soul back.
The end of the world and back. I can be useful, because honestly, I've got nothing better to do. Make use of me if you want.
Like, he just won't go away.
Town's reputation for, you know, unexplained weirdness.
Right. Sunnydale, come for the food, stay for the dismemberment.
That's their tagline. These two seem like we've got something going on, though.
You hear me saying thanks after everything that you've done for me tonight.
Well, you could slip me 20, but then I'd have to act all offended.
So, you think I might instead give you a call sometime?
She's asking him out. I like it.
On you.
Even better, I'm very listed. Nancy.
Oh no, it's happening again. Oh no. Run. Yep, thank you. Oh my god. It's so cool. This episode is reminding me like a horror movie. Like, I know every episode has supernatural elements, but this one in particular. Oh my god, is that the worm from Dune? What are we dealing with? Oh my god. That's, why is there always so much teeth? So many teeth. But yeah, this episode in particular gives me very much like a horror movie vibes.
And I'm just curious, was this Ronnie guy borrowing money kind of trouble, or?
Vengeance demon kind of trouble. I knew that's what he was gonna say.
Couldn't you? He was an abusive bastard, is the catchy headline.
Oh gosh, that's horrible.
All you can do is just wish that it would stop.
Wish?
And it's not.
Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah, that's it. He's like this spineless little pig. And you know what I wish?
God, do I want to.
Those are the magic words, yep.
What do you mean? See, honey, what I'm driving us towards here is sometimes don't you just wish that... Oh, penis.
Did you turn this nice lady's ex into a giant worm monster?
Yes.
Great, so he's terrorizing the town. Oh god.
Burst through solid pavement and ate her dog.
Oh, puppy.
Wait, that gets your sad noise?
Spike. You don't get to go there again.
Please. I've already forgotten about our little time together.
Oh wow. Well, so here's the thing.
Didn't last.
But weren't you Buffy?
Briefly.
Never serious.
Is there anyone here that hasn't slept together?
Nancy getting caught up on all their romance.
Or what?
Oh my god.
What are you staring at?
Is she gonna figure it out? Does she know he has his soul back?
Got some worm hunting to do.
How did you do it?
Shut up!
It shouldn't be
I
awesome.
said shut your mouth!
I mean, how did you get it?
I said you shut up!
Oh my god. What about the chip? Oh, right, he can hurt other demons. She's like, I'm actually out of here. Oh my. Oh! The pool table and the bronze. And we get the demon face from Anya.
So good at kicking your ass.
And she means it, bud.
Right, bitch. Round and round.
You haven't changed, Spike.
Oh, God.
Working out some personal issues, are we?
And his vampire face looks a little bit different, too. I think they change it, like, slightly every season.
Contact since you know when. Ooh, up for another round of the balcony, then?
Spike, you have get every punch coming your way, bud. And more.
Not a lick. And watching your face trying to figure me out was absolutely delicious.
Why is he still here? Why are we still entertaining this jerk?
Freaks. Why do I surround myself with freaks?
Well, you're about to be joined by another one. Ronnie the Worm. Look out. Run! I love the effects. I'm very curious to find out how they did it. I'm assuming like early CGI. Oh my god, get out of there! Under the whole building? What? Oh god, no. Oh no, 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 no.
Excuse just stops working.
Oh my god! Oh, good catch, Buffy. Oh my god. That thing was terrifying. Yeah, and Anya just reversed the thing. Like, come on, man. Oh no!
You've had your turn, though. Leave the real violence to the demons, yeah?
Oh god!
Back. And looking for a little death.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh, the chip. And he killed Ronnie. Oh no, human Ronnie. Oh, sugar.
Sorry.
Now he can say sorry. He can say sorry to this guy. Cheese and rice.
Not hardly helpful. God, please help me. Help me!
You're not the one who needs help.
No kidding, bud. But now his soul is making him feel horrible about it.
Well, it quits. Now there's an option. If only it was so easy. If only. What the hell are you screaming about? I can hear you.
A split personality spike? There's a Gollum situation. Oh my god, yeah, he's losing his marbles.
Why for kiddies? Come see the show. This is gonna be a circus. This?
He's just yelling at himself. Oh my gosh.
All this will come tumbling in death and screaming horror and bloodshed.
Please stop. That's horrible. Why is he saying the same thing from her dream?
Poor Rocky.
Is she noticing that he's feeling bad? Well, bye.
You did this. What are you?
Yeah, I was hoping, I mean, no, that's kind of done.
Will be.
Buffy did say she noticed something different about him. She just didn't know what it was, because why would she assume soul, you know? Did he go to a church?
No more mind games, Spike.
No more mind games. No more mind.
His performance has been amazing, though. I will give him that. Like, the actor who plays Spike.
Flesh then. Solid through. Get it hard. Service to go.
What does he do? Oh my god. Oh god! Just the way he was speaking in, like, these fragments as well. Like, yeah, something is not connected. And he's gotta stop saying it like that.
Ain't we in a sodden engine?
Spike, have you completely lost your mind?
I think so, yes, this time.
Thinking of you. holding myself and spilling useless buckets of salt over your...
Oh my.
Should have warned me. Makes a good show, forget it, but it's here. In me. All the time.
I think she's figuring it out. She's putting it together. He mentioned Angel, so...
He put the spark in me, and now all it does is burn.
He thought this would help, like he thought this would fix everything with Buffy and that she'd want him back. Yep, there we go.
Bit worse for lack of use.
You got your soul back.
And he hates it.
Now everybody's in here, talking everything I did, everyone I... and him.
Yeah, there's gonna be a lot, bud. It's gonna be painful.
They all just tell me, go. Go. To hell.
He can hear the hellmouth? Okay, interesting.
What does a man do that he mustn't? For her to be hers. To be the kind of man who would never...
It almost feels like he's in like a Shakespearean play. I know that's kind of like a weird reference, but just his like the way he's speaking and the language.
And he will be loved.
That's all he wants. Oh, God. Well, the symbolism of that, yeah.
No.
As it burns him, and he wants to... Oh, Spike. Her heart's just breaking, but also, like, what is happening? So that was my first time watching Buffy the Vampire Slayer Season 7, Episode 2. It's the start of this new season, the final season, and... I don't know how I feel about this episode, to be honest. I'm pretty conflicted with everything between Buffy and Spike, and I'm glad Buffy knows that he has a soul, but she didn't know that at the start of the episode, and you know, she's at the school, she's got her first, you know, counseling shift, and she goes down, like, to seek him out. And I know the last time they had seen each other, he was not doing well, and, you know, was really, really struggling, and, you know, maybe she just wanted to make sure he's okay, but obviously they just have this horrible past. Like, he sexually assaulted her, and I don't understand her character's motivation for still including him. I don't know. And that's what I'm struggling with, because it's not like 6 years have passed or, you know, like a crazy amount of time has passed and she's, you know, finally able to forgive him or move on or do something. Like, it's like been a couple weeks, like at most a month. Like, it hasn't been very long at all. And again, she doesn't tell anybody that she sees him, because obviously we know how Xander and Dawn would respond, and then her saying, oh, we need to bring in Spike because, you know, we're the Scooby Gang, like, just because Willow's not there and Giles isn't there. But again, Giles had been gone for a while, and Willow had been, you know, going bad for a while also, so I know they were used to relying on Spike because he, you know, was a vampire and has this strength, but also, like, there has to be other options. It can't just be, oh, well, we better get Spike to figure this out. Like, Spike had nothing to do with this. It was Anya who put the spell, and, you know, Xander is kind of the one who figures it out, talking to Nancy. Like, Spike did not need to be involved, and then ends up just starting a fight with Anya, and then fighting with Buffy. For the sake of a TV show, I see why they would want to bring his character, because obviously this character is obviously deeply rooted in the Buffyverse and, you know, has a long-standing history, but I can't look at his character the same. I know he has his soul back now, and we had this kind of, you know, literal coming to Jesus moment at the end with him sacrificing himself on the cross and, you know, burning himself alive and, you know, basically saying, like, I'm broken and, you know, I just wanted someone to love me, and, you know, I thought this is what you wanted, so I got my soul back so that we'd have the spark back so that you'd want me again. And it's just Spike's twisted form of love, and he clearly really, really cares about Buffy. We've known that for a long time, but I'm glad they at least talked about it in this episode. Buffy brought it up when, you know, they had that moment where she reached for his flashlight and kind of had a flash memory of what had happened, and Spike's response is, well, I'm not going to apologize and I'm not going to, you know, say forgive me. It's just like, why the heck not? Like, what is going on? Why are those not options? And yeah, I'm struggling with that at the moment. I think they need a lot of distance and a lot of time for Spike to even be considered to be part of Buffy's life, but nope. we're right back to it. So yeah, I don't understand that. And I'm curious to see where the rest of the season's going to go with Spike's character. And like I said, now Buffy knows that he has his soul back. I don't know if she'll tell anybody else. It just was that last scene between the two of them. And, you know, he mentions Angel, and that I think made it give away for Buffy that, okay, he has his soul now. And like I said, it almost felt like a Shakespearean play. Like, he just kept speaking in like these fragments, and even like his tone of speech, and obviously, you know, having his British accent as well. I don't know what he was reciting, but it was something that clearly he had been thinking about, and he kind of has this split personality where he's yelling at himself and then goes back to regular Spike, and then he's yelling at himself, and I feel bad, but I feel like obviously his body and brain are still struggling with having a soul, and it's a lot to process. And when he, you know, inadvertently hurts Ronnie, that's what triggers this. As, you know, the chip in his brain goes off, he gets a headache, and he's starting to realize what he did to a human. And we know we can hurt demons, and we know we can hurt Buffy, but yeah, it was just very interesting, considering he was just talking about how he had been struggling, like he's hearing the voices of everybody, and that he can hear the voices of like the hellmouth also was really weird. So I know he didn't intend to hurt Ronnie, he thought he was hurting the worm, but even so, he's just like, oh, I want to be death, or like I have an appetite for death, and he's trying to pretend like he's old Spike, you know, gets his clothes fixed, he gets his hair fixed, and he shows up to Buffy's again. And it's just also like, why haven't you uninvited this guy? Why is he still allowed in your house? And why is your first response not to kick him out? Like, I know I'm probably sounding like a broken record at this point, but I don't understand it. But I thought the worm was going to be attached to, you know, this hellmouth. We see Buffy's dream at the beginning with somebody in Germany, and, you know, she being unalived, and this, you know, from below it will devour, ominous saying. There's almost like this prophecy, you know, if you want to use an Angel reference, and having this kind of looming over the group as they're trying to figure out. And obviously this worm was from below, so that's what they thought. And when they'd mentioned the hellmouth, like I said, I thought it would be like a season arc, or like at least a few episodes. I in no way thought we'd be dealing with the hellmouth whatever, you know, in episode 2. But as we obviously find out, it is with Anya, as she has turned Ronnie into this worm. I think the effects of the worm were really cool, and having the concrete break up, and again, I'm assuming that was early CGI. Let me know in the comments. And, you know, the grass and everything dispersing, and this worm creature with all of its teeth just looked super creepy and terrifying. And just to see them, you know, running away from this monster, and which also would have fit into the hellmouth theory, like something, you know, below. We know the hellmouth is obviously a hellmouth and horrible and full of creatures, so it made sense. And that's what's like, oh god, we're starting this so soon, like what's the rest of the season gonna look like? But it's just Anya, you know, going back to her vengeance demon. And we did meet a new character in this episode as well, Nancy. I'm hoping she comes back. It seemed like she got along well with Xander, and I think that's kind of what Xander needs right now. Him and Anya are barely talking. It seems like this is the most they've talked or interacted with each other in a while, and she seemed like she had the same sense of humor as Xander. You know, they were getting along, and she asked for his number basically. So, you know, I'm curious to see if anything romantic will happen between the two of them. Please no spoilers, but I think it would be good for Xander too. You know, I don't see him and Anya getting back together. I think that bridge is burned, incinerated, it's ash. Like, you can't go back to that. So, yeah, I'd be curious to see his character explore new romantic interests, especially in the last season. I feel like they're kind of setting up where their character's future will be. And right now, I can't see Anya and Xander being together. But Nancy also ran away when they realized that, you know, this is what they do basically, is kill worms. And, you know, that scene where she's realizing that everybody has kind of slept with everybody at some point, and maybe that turned her off. Maybe we'll never see her again, but I hope she comes back. I'm curious to see if we'll have Willow's reunion in the next episode. She was only in a few scenes with Giles in this episode, and I don't know what that means for Giles' character, as well as that's his connection, you know, to the show through Willow right now. So what's that gonna look like? And Willow, you know, being worried about what she's gonna be like when she comes back, and what the reception is gonna be, you know, if her friends are gonna want her, which I think is a very, you know, normal response, obviously, given everything that's going on. And, you know, her being very cautious and saying, I'm not ready, and, you know, Giles explaining, like, you could be 2 more years and you could still not feel ready. Like, eventually you have to dive into the deep end and go. Like, Willow could never feel ready, but obviously she can't stay here forever. She has to go back and face the music at some point. So I'm hoping it's maybe not, you know, a put up the banners and streamers party welcome, but I'm hoping it's at least a not, you know, antagonistic or negative reception. I think Xander will be happy to see her because obviously we know they had that moment at the end of the last season, but I don't know what Buffy's response is going to be. I don't know what Dawn's response is going to be. Spike's response, I don't care. So there's that. But yeah, it's not only dealing with her, like, processing everything. Like, I'm sure she'll be reminded of Tara when she comes back. You know, that's going to be a trigger for her. But then also, you know, not knowing that she's coming back to a support group, I think is going to be extra hard and is going to be an extra brave step for her character. I think it'd be very easy to stay where she is and hide away, but I think it's time she has to come back, and I'm glad it's sooner than later. I wasn't sure where we would find this in the season, if it would be like 4 or 5 episodes in, but she's coming back right away, so I'm very excited and a little nervous to see that reunion. Overall, I thought the Worm storyline with Anya was interesting. It was, I don't want to say a letdown, but I was definitely thinking this was the Hellmouth, and then to find out it was just Anya, I was like, oh, okay, we're not doing Hellmouth, you know, big crazy storylines just yet, but they're definitely laying the groundwork, I feel like, you know, something below is going to devour. I feel like that's very strongly indicating of the Hellmouth. I'm curious to see what happens when Willow comes back, what's going to happen with Nancy's character. Like I said, I really liked her. I hope she comes back. What this pink-haired girl in Germany, what that means, because we know Buffy's dreams are obviously play a huge part in her life and reality, and, you know, Dawn being like, oh, it's just a dream, right? It's like, no, clearly this is going to be, you know, a part of her story at some point. I just don't know when. I'm definitely still not okay with Spike being back and the way Buffy is just letting him come back. Yeah, I'm not expecting that to change given how they've set up this season now. It seems like Spike is just right back into hanging out with them, which should not be allowed, and here we are. So don't know where his character is going to go, what he's going to do. He's got his soul back. You know, Buffy knows, nobody else seems to know, but yeah, it's you can't look at them the same now. His character has totally changed for me, and I am not ready to see Buffy just accept it as an audience member, and as a viewer, it's very jarring to just see her talking to him and interacting with him. It's just, yeah, I think we need some more time, but I doubt we're gonna get it given the way the show has been going so far. But thank you so much for sharing in this first time watching with me. And if you have any other suggestions for TV shows you think I should watch, please comment below. And as always, please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, and check back often for more awesome content. Quick road trip to Germany? What are we doing? The monks? Are the monks back? Well, the symbolism of that. Is she gonna figure it out? Does she know he has his soul back? She's like, these are the rules for attending high school, okay? Is he talking to rats now? Vengeance demon kind of trouble. Oh my god, is that the worm from Dune? Now he can say sorry? He can say sorry to this guy?